broadcasting to you live. We're gonna do some Hot 26 in under an hour. So I'll let you know whether we're gonna do 2 sets, 1 set, and we'll get things going. Hopefully you've safely busted out your space heaters so you can be nice and warm. So we're gonna start by finding a comfortable place to stand, toes and heels close to each other, arms down by your side. And we get started with our breathing exercise, pranayama, standing deep breathing, which is an inhale through your nose and an exhale by your mouth. So to begin, interlace all 10 fingers down to the webbing. Bring your knuckles under your chin, thumbs close to your throat. They'll stay there the entire time. Bring your elbows toward touching without rolling your shoulders forward. Reach your tailbone down to the ground. Pull your belly in, exhale all the air out of your lungs. Begin with an inhale through your nose, float your elbows up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, drop your head back for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your chin down until your palms face the floor. Float your elbows up to the ceiling. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Fill up your lungs completely. Exhale, drop your head back. HA-like sound as you exhale, squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows to touch together at the very end of your breath. Inhale, chin down, elbows rise. Look at yourself in the front mirror, pull your abdomen in. Compression of the abdominal wall even on your inhale. Exhale, drop your head back. Keep your abdomen pulled in, spine straight up and down, no arch, no back bend in your spine, shoulders over your hips, elbows touch at the end. Inhale, chin down, elbows rise. Feel your rib cage expand as your waist narrows. Fill up your lungs completely. Exhale, drop your head back. Open mouth, open throat. HA-like sound like you're trying to fog up a mirror on the ceiling with your breath. Inhale. Pranayama fires up your respiratory system. Teaches you breath control, how to breathe properly without gasping for air. Exhale, drop your head back. Eyes stay open. Trace a line across the ceiling with your eyes to stay present, focused, avoid becoming dizzy. Squeeze your elbows to touch at the end. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, bring your chin down until your palms face the floor. Float your elbows out to the sides and then up to the ceiling. Make a capital letter Y shape, chin into knuckles. Exhale, push your knuckles into your chin. Drop your eye gaze back, walk across the ceiling to the wall back behind you. Push for squeeze all of the air out. Elbows touch at the end. Inhale, chin down. Elbows rise. Take in more air, more than you think you can. Past the point of comfort, even when you feel like your lungs are full. Take one more tiny sip. Exhale, drop your head back. Open mouth, open throat. HA-like sound as you push for squeeze all of the air out. Inhale, 2 more. Synchronize the movement of your head, neck, and arms with the movement of your breath. 6 counts to fill your lungs. Float your elbows up, shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, 6 counts to drop your head back. Squeeze your palms, wrists, forearms, elbows to touch out away from your chest. At the end of your breath, elbows touch. Inhale, last one. Make it the biggest, deepest, longest breath you've ever taken in your entire life. Fill up your lungs completely. Exhale, drop your head back. Open mouth, open throat. HA-like sound, push for squeeze all of the air out. Release, let your arms come down by your side. Take a moment here and we'll get moving with our first warm-up pose, Ardha Chandrasana with Padahastasana, half moon with hands to feet. 2 sets like normal. Reach your arms overhead sideways, palms touch. Interlace all 10 fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Reach up towards the ceiling and then tuck your body right and left, side to side. And come back to the center, stop. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling, get really tall. As you exhale, push your hips to the left, reach up and over to the right. So first set is a long set. First job is to find your breath. Calm, steady breath in and out through your nose. Second job is to find something to focus on, something unmoving. Third job is to focus on the alignment. Squeeze your palms together tightly. Squeeze your arms into your ears. Keep your arms in line with your ears, or maybe move them back behind your ears to open up your chest. Press your shoulders away from your ears. Lift your chin slightly, 3 to 4 inches of your throat visible in the front mirror. And then try to square your body to the front. So maybe right shoulder moves a little forward. Maybe left hip moves a little forward. 2 hips, 2 shoulders in one line. Pull your belly button into your spine, protect your back. Reach your tailbone down to the ground. Find some length through your low back. Every inhale, reach up and over to the right. Every exhale, send your hips closer to the left. Create that long side body stretch. And then release, come back to center. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, push your hips to the right, reach up and over to the left. So same shape, just on the other side, which means you have the same checklist. First, find your breath. Calm and steady breath in and out through your nose. Then find your focus, something unmoving to focus on. And then shift your attention to your feet, toes and heels touch to set that strong foundation. Rock some weight back to your heels. Push your hips slightly forward so your upper body leans back. Everything from your feet up to your belly button hugs into the center line of your body. Pull your belly button up and in to protect your low back. Square your body to the front on this side, maybe left shoulder moves a little forward. Maybe right hip moves a little forward. Two hips, two shoulders in one line. Entire front line of the body parallel to the front mirrors. Squeeze your arms into your ears. Squeeze your palms together tightly. Every inhale, reach up and over to the left. Every exhale, send your hips closer to the right. So intense stretching sensation along the entire right side of your body. Release, bring your body back to center. Keep your arms overhead, then drop your head back. Head goes back as far as it can, shoulders relax, head hangs heavy, neck is loose. First back bend here, so as you inhale, reach your heart up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, press your hips forward, weight back in your heels, and start that trip back. So practice 80-20 breathing in this pose. That means take a big breath in. And instead of exhaling all the air out, keep some air in your lungs to protect your back as you go back. If at any point you feel a twinge in your low back, back out. Focus on opening the front side of your body, squeeze your palms together, squeeze your elbows in towards each other. Inhale, lift up to the ceiling. As you exhale, reach back, go back, fall back, all the way back. Release, bring your body back up to center. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling, pull your belly in, and then hinge and fold forward. Maybe put a bend in your knees. When your hands come all the way down to the ground, move around, bend your knees right and left. Shake your head, yes and no. Take some movement here to create some space in your low back. And then we get into the grip for our first forward fold. It's a big bend in the knees. Glue your stomach to your thighs, your chest to your knees, relax your neck, face comes into your shins. And then we find your grip. So slide your hands down the back of your calves. Scoop up your heels from behind with all 10 fingers. Try to stand on all 10 fingers. If that doesn't work, push your hands into the back of your calves. As you inhale, lift your hips up high. As you exhale, let your upper body slide down your legs. Head comes closer to your feet. So here the most important part after your breath is squeezing the upper half of your body to the lower half of your body. Creating a tight compression. So tight together, no light, no space between. You can even slide a piece of toilet paper in between your upper body and your lower body. Every inhale, lift your hips up, shift the weight to the big toes. Squeeze your inner thighs and knees together. Send your knees to the back of the room as you exhale. Pull on the heels and press on your calves. Use your biceps to pull the ground of your head down to the feet. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, bend your elbows and pull, pull, pull. Release. Take your hands back to that half moon grip. Pull your belly in and slowly lift yourself all the way up and out. Arms come down by your side. Breathe. Let me do it all again. Second set. Raise your arms overhead sideways, palms touch. Interlace all 10 fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, send your hips to the left, reach up and over to the right. Second set, half the time. You've already been here once before, body's warm to the pose. So maybe explore the depth. Go to that place where you left off and see if maybe you can stay here or if you can go a little further. Every inhale, reach up and over to the back right-hand corner of the room. Every exhale, keep sending your hips over to the left. So far to the left that one day your right hip stacks over top of your left ankle. Everything from your belly button down to your feet hugs into the center line of your body. Reach your tailbone down to the ground. Squeeze your palms together. Inhale, reach up and over. Exhale, come down and push. Release, come back to center. Inhale, reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, send your hips to the right, reach up and over to the left. Last time, best time. Everything hugs into the center line of your body. Palms squeeze together. Arms into your ears. Maybe left shoulder moves a little bit forward. Maybe right hip moves a little bit forward. This is a lateral bend, a side bend. No rotation, no backward extension, no forward flexion. Send some weight back to your heels. Pull your belly up and in. Inhale, reach up and over to the left. Exhale, send your hips closer to the right. Release, come back to center. Arms stay overhead, just let your head fall back. Head hangs heavy, neck is loose, shoulders relaxed. Second back bend here as you inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, tuck your tailbone, push your hips forward, weight back to your heels, and then go back. Taking your eye gaze across the ceiling. And then see if you can trace that line with your eyes with your fingertips. So as your eyes walk across, your arms chase. Trying to take your eyes all the way to the wall back behind you. Every inhale, lift your heart up towards the ceiling, create some space for your thoracic spine, mid-back. As you exhale, push your hips towards the front of the room. So far forward, hips go past your toes. Keep your weight in your heels for balance. Push down through your heels, lift your heart up. And then reach back, fall back, go back, all the way back. Release gently, bring yourself all the way up. Inhale, reach up, pull your belly in. Take a hinge and fold forward, hands come down. Second time here, so as the fingertips touch down, take that movement again. Right and left, side to side, head meets head. Back into that grip. Big bend in the knees, stomach on thighs, chest on knees, face toward your shins, find your grip. Scoop up your heels, press into your calves. As you inhale, lift your hips up. As you exhale, slide your body down. So this is a 360-degree stretch from heels to tailbone out through the crown of your head. Stretching the whole back of your legs, stretching the whole spine. So every inhale, try to lift your hips up. Create that length through the back of your legs. As you exhale, pull your low belly in, underneath your belly button, slide your chest down your legs, head closer to the feet. Inhale, send some weight towards your big toes. That's more space to slide your fingers under your heels so that you can use your biceps and pull. Inhale, lift your hips up to the ceiling. Squeeze the inner thighs and knees together. Exhale, use your strong arms. Pull on your heels. Pull the crown of the head down. Release. Take your hands back to that half moon grip. Pull your belly in. Slowly lift yourself all the way up and down. And then arms down by your side. Take a moment, cycle through your breath. Say that as a reminder to myself as well. Next is Utkatasana Awkward Series, one time through all three parts. Take a 6-inch step out to the right, that's 2 fists between your big toes. Make sure the edges of your feet are parallel to each other, arms out in front of you, parallel to the ground, palms face down. Pull your belly in. Reach the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Take a big breath in, and as you exhale, send the weight back to your heels and sit down in your teeny tiny kindergarten chair. So tailbone to the back of the room, fingertips to the front of the room, even if that means your stomach comes close to your thighs. Find that tiny seat to sit in, and when you find that seat, check the space between your ankles, your knees, and your wrists. Should be relatively close to the sink. When you find that low seat, keep your hips there, pull your belly in, and then try to find the backrest of that chair. So shoulders up over your hips. Doing a little back bend against gravity. Keep the weight back to your heels, keep your arms engaged. You're reaching, shooting forward, and then release. Press through your heels, come all the way up. Your arms stay exactly where they are. And yes, I can tell if you put them down. Send the weight to the ball mounds of your feet, lift your heels up high. Engage your legs. Quadriceps engaged. Pull your belly in, stay right here, or slowly start to lower your hips by bending your knees. So this heels up very high, legs totally engaged, belly pulled up and in. And as you bend your knees, now you're trying to sit down into more of like a bar stool, so a taller chair. Tailbone down to the ground, belly up and in, shoulders over your hips. Arms still engaged, reaching, stretching forward. Pull your belly in, pop the heels up. Think thigh bows up, knees up, chest up. Take a big breath in. Stay for one more exhale. And then come all the way up and lower your heels. Again, your arms stay. Third part, knee issues or injuries. You can do part 1 or part 2 again, or come with us, stay above knee pain. Take those inner thighs and knees, squeeze them together. Pop your heels up slightly. And then slowly as you can, quickly as you need to, start your lower down. So sinking the hips down to the heels, sliding your spine down the back wall, like you're taking a very slow elevator ride all the way down. When you find that place to land, keep the inner thighs and knees squeezed together. Take your knees, tilt them to the top of your mat. Create a slope in your thighs. That slope gives you the counterbalance to lean your upper body back. Put your shoulders over your hips. Arms are engaged, fingertips shoot forward. Push down with your big toes. Keep your belly button pulled up and in. Squeeze the knees in together tightly. And then just as slowly as you went down, use strength, not momentum, to push yourself all the way up and down. Lower your heels, step your feet together, arms come down by your side. We breathe. One more warm-up pose. Gayarasana, eagle pose. Take your arms up overhead sideways, palms touch. Find your right arm, swing it under your left. Cross at your elbows, maybe catch your shoulders, or keep wrapping. Cross your forearms, cross your wrists, palms together. Send the weight back into your heels. Put a bend in your knees. Pick up your right leg, wrap it up and over your left. So you can't pick up the leg all the way, you can't keep the toe on the ground. Doesn't matter what it looks like. But whatever you have, anything that's touching, squeeze it together. So create this tight compression between inner thighs and knees, between hands, arms, and wrists. And then send some weight back into your left heel. As you send the weight back into your left heel, take the pressure off of your knee. See if you can pull your right hip back so you put 2 hips in one line. Find one unmoving thing to focus on. Pull your elbows down towards your belly button, create compression there. But at the same time, lift your chest and create length through your spine. And then release. Take your arm, swing them overhead sideways, palms touch. Find your left arm, swing it under your right. Cross at your elbows. Maybe catch your shoulders. Or keep wrapping. Cross at forearms, cross at wrists, palms together. Send the weight back into your heels. Put a bend in your knees. Pick up your left leg. Wrap it up and over your right. Again, whole leg can pick up. Maybe the toe stays touched down. Wherever you are, anything that's touching hugs in. So this pose is not about what it looks like. This pose is about intentionally creating compression, intentionally cutting off the circulation to major joints of the body so that you can flush freshly oxygenated blood through them. Send the weight back into your right heel. Maybe see if you can sit your hips down lower. Maybe that left hip pulls back a little bit more. Anything that's touching hugs and squeeze to the center line of your body. Then release. Swing your arms overhead sideways, palms touch. We're going to go right into a second set, so find your right arm, swing under your left. Find the wrap of your arms. Send the weight back to your heels, put a bend in your knees, pick up your right leg, swing it up and over your left. On this side, when you have your balance, and when you have the wrap, try to square your body to the front. So maybe on this side, knees go back to the right, as your upper body comes to the left. They can be tiny microscopic movements. We're trying to get 2 shoulders and 2 hips in one line. Send the weight back into the heel of your left foot. Reach your tailbone down to the ground, pull your belly in, maybe peel your upper body back. Release, swing your arms overhead sideways, palms touch. Left arm goes under your right. Find the wrap of your arms. Send the weight back into your heels, put a bend in your knees. Pick up your left leg, send it up and over your right. Find that cross back twist that works for you. And when you have your wrap and you have your balance, on this side, knees go back to the left. Upper body comes to the right. So you're trying to stack wrists, elbows, knees, and ankles in one line down the center of your body. Anything that's touching hugs into the center. Weight goes back to the right heel. Tailbone down, belly in, shoulders peeled back. Releasing your arms overhead sideways, palms touch. And then release your arms down by your side. Cycle through your breath. And we've reached the first and only official water break in our virtual class. So now it's time to get some water if you need, if you want. You definitely don't have to, but now's a good place to do it. Talking and doing it at the same time is a lot harder than one might think. After you've had your water, go back to your mat, and we'll move into balancing series. We'll do one strong set of everything in balancing series. So we're coming back to that strong foundation place. And when you get there, send more attention to your left foot. So the weight spread evenly across your entire left foot, entire left leg is engaged, and then pick up your right leg. 90-degree angle with the right leg. Pull your right toes back toward your shin. So you see the bottom of your right foot, not your right toenails. Pull your belly in, and know that you can stay exactly right here, you're doing the work, or maybe you start to round over, and you touch your thigh, your knee, your ankle, or you scoop up your right foot from underneath with all 10 fingers interlaced underneath the ball of your right big toe. So wherever you choose to be, really focus in on your standing leg. So here we're trying to cultivate a super strong standing left leg. So left leg entirely engaged, really root down through your left big toe. Entire left leg working. So even the quadricep, front of your left thigh is engaged to help lift up on your left kneecap. Belly button is pulled up and in to protect your low back. And if you're rounded over your right leg, that right shin is in between both arms, not leaning one way or the other. If your left leg is solid and you have the grip on your right leg and you want to go further, send your right heel out in front of you. So kicking your right leg out so that's parallel to the ground. Keep your belly pulled up and in to protect your back. If your right leg straight, your left leg straight, you can bend your elbows to hug your calf. Maybe shift your eye gaze to the floor, maybe bring your chin to your chest, maybe your forehead to your knee. And then release. Lift your body, let your right leg rebend, set your right foot next to your left. Then take all of that focus, that attention, send it over to your right foot. Weight spread evenly across your right foot, entire right leg engaged. Lift your left knee. So the left knee comes up to that 90-degree angle, and then pull the left toes back. Left leg actively working. Pull your belly in. Stay right here, or start that round over. Touch your thigh, touch your knee, touch your ankle, maybe scoop up the whole left foot. All 10 fingers interlaced underneath the ball of your left big toe. And then check back in with your right leg immediately. Right big toe press to the ground. Right leg super strong and solid. Even your right quadricep, front of your right thigh, totally engaged to help pick up on that right kneecap. So that your right hip is over your knee, is over your ankle. And if you have that grip underneath your left big toe, again, that left leg is directly in between both arms, not leaning one way or the other. Keep your belly button pulled up and in. If your right leg is straight and you have that grip on your left leg, send that left leg out in front of you. So left leg kicks out so that it's parallel to the earth, no higher, no lower. Keep pulling the left toes back, left leg is engaged. If your left leg is straight, your right leg is straight. Start to shift your eye gaze. Bring your chin to your chest, your forehead to your knee as your elbows curl in around that left leg. And then release, lift your body, bend that left leg, set the left foot down. Take a moment, cycle through your breath. If you want, a little mini back bend. Hands come to your low back, fingers point down, press your hips forward, lift your heart up, drop your head back. And the next pose takes our spine in that opposite direction anyway. So standing bow, Dandayamana Dhanurasana. Send that attention again over to your left foot, left leg engaged, bend your right elbow at your waist, palm faces up. Send your right hand back behind you. Pick up the inside big toe side of your right foot or ankle. Bring your knees back together to touch, to square your hips. Take your left arm up by your ear. As you inhale, take a big reach up. As you exhale, kick back into your right leg. So even if you just think, I kick my heel away from me and I reach my fingers up, we're already in the pose, you're creating that opposition, reaching and stretching in opposite directions. Or start to hinge at your hips. Bring your belly button down towards the ground. Keep your chest higher than your belly button. Keep your left arm higher than your chest. And then you think, kick my right heel away from the body, back behind me, as I reach my left fingers forward out in front of me. Left shoulder pulls in front of the body. Everything on the right side goes behind the body. Left leg is your anchor. So left big toe rooted to the ground. Left leg strong, solid, and working. Kick back into your right knee. Kick your heel away from the glute. Kick your knee away from the floor. Kick your toes up towards the ceiling. Find one unmoving thing to focus on. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale, kick into your hand to come out. Let the feet come back together. Left arm comes back down by your side. Take that attention and focus. Send it over to your right foot. Right leg totally working. Bend your left elbow at your waist, left palm faces up. Take the left hand, send it back. Find the inside big toe side of your left foot or ankle. Take your knees together, square your hips. Right arm up by your ear. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, kick back into your left hand. Maybe you just kick down, reach up. Maybe you hinge at your hips, belly down. Chest higher than your belly, right arm higher than your chest. So these right fingers are working just as much as you kick back into your left hand. Everything on the left side goes back behind you. Right shoulder starts to pull in front of you. Right leg is your anchor. So right leg is strong and solid. Rooting down through your right big toe. Knowing that if you fall out, you just get right back in. Keep your breath strong and steady. Kick your left heel away from your glute. Your left knee away from the floor. The toes straight up towards the ceiling. As you inhale, reach and stretch forward. As you exhale, kick into your hand gently to come out. Both feet come together, right arm down by your side. Take a moment and breathe. One more balance pose. So if you're not already there, take a couple steps towards the back of your mat. For Tula Dandasana, balancing stick. It's a short, intense pose, and probably not one that I'm going to talk through because it's hard. Raise your arms overhead sideways. Interlace all 10 fingers. Release your index fingers, cross your thumbs. Lift your chin away from your chest. Pull your belly in. Take a big step forward on your right foot. As you inhale, reach up. As you exhale, hinge, body down, left leg up. One long line from fingers to toes. Roll your left hip down. Sole of the foot face the ceiling, pull your belly in. Squeeze your palms together. Arms in towards your ears, reach your fingers forward, stretch your toes back. Release, step back. I lied. Arms stay overhead. Take a big step forward on your left foot. Plant your weight there. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, hinge, body down. Right leg up. Fingertips forward, toes go back. Right hip down. Belly in, tight body, light body. Eye gaze out in front of you. Squeeze the palms together. Reach your fingers forward, reach your toes back. Release, step back. Feet together, arms down by your side. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Stay at the back of your mat. Take a quarter turn to either side. I'm going to turn towards you. For Dandayamana Bhavata Paschimottanasana, standing separately, stretching forehead to the floor. Raise your arms out overhead, palms touch. Take a big giant step out to the right, arms down. Push your hips forward, lift your heart up, and then hinge. Try to keep your spine as long as possible as you fold forward. When your eye gaze comes down to the ground, maybe let your head be heavy. Maybe take your knees and bend them from side to side. Maybe let your body sway from side to side, your head shake yes and no. And then from this fold, look at the direction your toes are pointing. So toes can either point straight ahead, or take those big toes, kick them in a little bit so they're pigeon-toed. And then we're going to find a grip. So maybe you slide your hands down your calves and reach back underneath your heels like that first forward fold. Maybe you grab outsides of your feet closer to your toes. Maybe the outsides of your legs. But as you inhale, lift your hips up. And as you exhale, let your upper body, your head, drop closer to the earth. So every inhale again, we're trying to stretch the back of the legs. Every exhale, trying to find that length in your spine as you let your upper body, your head get closer to the earth. I've got a mirror to my side so I can look over my right shoulder and look at the shape of my spine. If you can do that, check it out. If not, just imagine. Is my spine as long as it can possibly be? Maybe rock some weight towards your big toes. So that your hips stack over your knees, stack over your ankles. And then energetically try to pull your feet towards each other. Use your inner thighs. Keep your belly button pulled up and in. One more big inhale, lift your hips up. As you exhale, let your head drop a little closer to the ground. And then release, take your arms out to either side. Keep your belly pulled up and in, gently lift yourself all the way up and out. Step your feet together, arms overhead, palms touch. Release your arms down by your side. Next is everyone's favorite pose, Trikonasana. Take your arms, raise them overhead, sideways, palms touch. Take a big giant step out to the right. Arms come down parallel to the earth. And when I say giant step out to the right, I mean like the length of one of your legs. Take your right toes, turn them to the mirror. Take your left toes, turn them in slightly to a 45-degree angle. Then find a low lunge on your right leg. So right leg bends and straightens, bends and straightens. You're shooting forward, right thigh parallel to the earth. Right knee over your ankle. Push your hips towards the mirror when you find that low lunge. Well, push your hips forward, you don't have a mirror. Pull your belly in, flip your palms, and then windmill your arms. Take your right elbow in front of your right knee. And automatically, that's a whole lot of weight going over your right foot. So push back through your left foot. Left foot is flat, left leg is straight. Energetically pull your feet towards each other. Fire up your inner thighs. No weight on your right fingers or your right elbow. Use your right elbow to push the right knee back. So as you send the right knee towards your right pinky toe, you stack knee over ankle, your shin bones stay straight up and down. Create a little hip opening on the right side. Keep your belly button pulled up and in. Spine nice and long, crown of the head towards the mirrors. Maybe change your eye gaze, look up at your lifted left thumb. Keep pressing back through the pinky side edge of your left foot. Maybe lunge down a little lower into that right leg. And then release, lift your body, straighten the right leg. Turn your right toes in, turn your left toes out. So not shortening your stance, just changing directions. Find your low lunge on the left. Bounce a couple times if you need to. Remember, we're shooting forward, knee over ankle, thigh parallel to the earth. When you find your low lunge, hips go forward, belly in, arms out, flip your palms, windmill your arms. Left elbow to the inside of your left knee. Push back through the pinky side edge of your right foot. Right leg is working. Right foot flat, right leg straight. Use your left elbow to send the left knee back. Shin bones straight up and down. Keep your belly button pulled up and in. Lengthen your spine. Arms reach and extend equally in opposite directions. Maybe your eye gaze goes up towards your right thumb. Maybe your hips sink down a little bit lower. This little twist through your spine. Keep your belly button pulled up and in. And then release with your body. Straighten the left leg. Turn the left toes. Step your feet together. Arms overhead. Palms touch. Release your arms down by your side. 2 more standing poses. Take your breath in. Take a breath out. Next is Dandamana Vibhakta Pada Janu Shavasana. Arms overhead, sideways, palms touch, cross just your thumbs. Take a smaller 3 to 4 foot step out to the right. Pivot on your heels to face the front or face one direction. But right foot is forward. When your right foot turns and faces forward, then push your left hip forward with 2 hips in one line. As you inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, chin into your chest. Curl around down. Forehead to your right knee. If your forehead will come into your knee, bend your knee to meet your forehead. So you're looking for these 2 compression points. Chin to chest, forehead to knee. It's very hard to talk and do that at the same time, so even though I'm not doing it, you do it. Hands can stay together in that prayer-like position, or they can separate and be on either side of your right foot. If hands are separated, push away from the ground. Use that strong push with your arms to create more round through your spine, and maybe that forehead can come higher up onto your knee. Send some weight into your right foot. Pick your right hip up, roll it back. Roll your left hip down and forward. So trying to put 2 hips back in one line. If your hands separated, if they came apart, try to bring your hands back in towards each other. Push your right leg straight, maybe just 1 time. Roll your left hip down. Pull your belly in, and then slowly, gently start to come out. Try to restack your spine. So uncurl, untuck, unround. Your chin comes up last. Then pivot on your heels, turn to the side. Pivot on your heels, turn to the back. So now your left foot is forward, and you try to roll your right hip forward 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Inhale, reach up, stretch up. Exhale, chin into chest, and then curl around down. So again, chin into chest, forehead to knee is what you're shooting for, even if you have to bend your left knee to make that connection. Chin to chest, forehead to knee is very important because it stimulates your pituitary gland, your pineal gland, rebalances your blood sugar levels and your hormone levels. Remember, you can keep those hands in towards each other, push the pinky fingers into the mat, or hands can separate, and you can use your strong arms to create more space to curl and round. On this side, set some weight into your left foot, pick your left hip up, roll it back, roll your right hip down and forward, put 2 hips in one line. Keep your belly button pulled up and in, maybe eyes up towards your belly button to remind yourself to pull your belly in. And if your hands are separated, walk them back in towards each other. See if you can straighten your left leg, roll your right hip down, pull your belly in, and then come out, uncurl, untuck, unground, shake up the flats. Pivot on your heels, turn to the side. Step your feet together, arms down by your side. Take a moment. One more standing pose, Vrksasana tree pose. So we're going to take a quarter turn back to the right or back to whatever direction is front for you. We'll do just one set of tree. So if you have half toe, full toe, you can do that if you choose. You can also do this lying down if you would prefer. Wherever you are, I'm going to send the weight over to your left foot and then bend your right leg. Pick up your right foot from underneath with your left hand. Left heel high into, this is your right heel. Right heel high into the center of your body. Send it over to your left thigh. So the right foot faces up, right knee falls down. Maybe right hand comes to heart center. Root down through your left foot. Lift up and out of your waist, try to put 2 hips in one line. Roll your right hip forward, let your right knee fall down and back. Maybe one day 2 knees in one line. Shoulders away from your ears, crown of the head tall. If you want to go to half toe, full toe, first thing is just to shift your gaze. So 3 to 4 feet out in front of you. And then maybe hinge your hips and fold with a straight leg and a flat back, fingertips come down. You can stay right here, this is half toe, or send the weight to your hands, put a bend in your knees, sit your hips down towards your heel, and work towards full toe, so hands under your shoulders. Now from right here, these hands can stay here, or they can start to work in toward your chest. If I try to do that and talk, I'm going to fall. But you can try, maybe one hand comes to heart, maybe 2 hands come to heart, maybe they both come up, clap together, and then step back down. But when you're ready to come out, you go out the exact opposite way you went in, so hands walk forward. Straighten your left leg, pull your belly in, slowly lift your body up with as flat of a spine as you can muster, right hand to heart center, and then release, set your right foot down. Take a moment here, cycle through your breath, and then send your attention over to your right foot. Right leg strong and steady, bend your left leg, pick up your left foot from underneath with your right hand. Left heel high into the center of your body, left heel over to your right thigh. Left knee falls down and back. Left hand comes to heart center. Maybe right hand comes to heart center. Maybe you just stay right here and focus on creating a nice, long, tall, strong tree. Maybe try pushing your left hip forward, let your left knee fall down and back. Keep your belly pulled up and in. Chest lifted, shoulders away from the ears. If you want to move forward, first you just shift your eye gaze. And then you hinge, straight leg flat back, and you fold. Fingertips come down. You can stay right here, send the weight into your fingers, put a bend in your knee, sit your hips down. Walk your hands back, so hands come underneath your shoulders. Inner thighs and knees squeeze in towards each other, belly pulled up and in. Maybe one hand, maybe 2 hands. Boop, boop. When you decide to come out, you come out the opposite way you went in. So hands walk forward. Weight to your hands so that you can straighten your right leg. Belly pulled up and in. Nice long flat back. Lifts you all the way up and out. And then release, left foot meets your right. Thank yourselves for a super strong standing series. And then turn around, lie down, find your Shavasana. So head goes towards the front of the room, feet towards the back, heels and toes out, arms by your side. And you have some time here to rest. And it's not like a drift off to sleep Shavasana, we're not there yet. This is a let your body soak up the benefits of the practice you've done so far, while you let your mind prepare for the shapes that you still have to do. So long, slow, smooth breaths in, and long, smooth, slow breaths out. Maybe intentionally trying to lengthen your exhales so that your heart rate can slow down. And now this place, our Shavasana, becomes our reset position. It will either be on our back or on our belly, depending on where we are in our floor series. So we've made it down to the floor. And on the floor, we stay here, we just do one set of everything. We start with Vandana Uttasana, Wind Removing Pose. So bend up your right leg. And release all 10 fingers down to the webbing. On your shin, just pull your knee, pull your right knee in towards your armpit. Maybe it needs to slide off to the side to make that happen, that's fine. Just keep both shoulders, both hips on the ground. So the left shoulder rolls back down to the ground. hug into your body and pull until you feel a pinch at your right hip crease, working your ascending colon on this part of the pose. If you want a little abdominal massage, as you inhale, push your belly out into your leg. As you exhale, hug that knee in closer. Maybe pull the left toes back so the calf connects down to the ground. And then release, send your right leg out long. Next, take your left leg, pull it up in towards your body. Find that same tight white knuckle grip on your shin below your kneecap. Pull your left knee in towards your armpit. Again, you can move to the side if it needs to. Keep both shoulders, both hips on the ground. Elbows hug in towards your body. Pulling until you feel a pinch at your left hip crease, working your descending colon in this part of the pose, flushing metabolic waste from your body. And if you want that abdominal massage, again, as you inhale, belly pushes out into your leg. As you exhale, leg squeezes closer in towards your body. Maybe pull the right toes back so right calf connects to the ground. Release, send your left leg out. And then third part, both knees pull up and into your chest. And take the forearms, wrap them around the top of your shins. Reach for your elbows, but know that if you can't connect with your elbows, you grab the next best thing. Forearms, hands, fingers, towel, whatever you need. Back of the head stays on the ground. As you inhale, use the strength of your lower body to press your tailbone down. As you exhale, use the strength of your upper body to squeeze your knees in. So pulling until you feel like you touch them at both hip points, working your transverse colon in this part of the pose. Also trying to put as much of your spine as humanly possible on the ground. So continue to roll your low back down towards the earth, mid upper back already on the ground. Maybe with the back of your head on the ground, take your chin into your chest and look for that little sliver of light between your arms and your legs as you keep squeezing the knees in a little bit closer. And then release, send your arms and legs out long. Shavasana, heels and toes out, palms face up. We'll move through some of the floor series by way of an energizing sit-up. We won't do a lot of them, but if you have back or neck issues, you can just roll over. We'll meet you there. If that's not you, toes and heels touch, arms overhead, cross your thumbs, palms up, flex your feet, engage your seat, inhale, sit up. Shrug double exhale, reach up, find your toes, pull your elbows down, and then turn over onto your belly for spine strengthening. We start with Bhujangasana, Cobra Pose. Chin to the center of your mat, hands under your shoulders, stitch the fingers in line with the tops of your shoulders. Elbows pop up and then hug your elbows in. Toes and heels touch, push your toenails into the ground. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. On an inhale, let your low back lift you up. So yes, you have 3 points of contact with the ground, but only push through 2 of them. Push through your feet, push through your hips. Hands are just there for stability. Hug the elbows in toward your body, reach the elbows back behind you. Try to slide your chest through as you peel your ribs away from the mat. Take one more big breath in, lift up. And then exhale, lower down, chin touches. Turn your eye gaze to the right, left ear on the mat. Arms by your side, heels flop open. Rest. Bring your chin back forward to the center of your mat. Flip your hands over so your fingerprints touch the mat. Lift the hip, slide an arm under. Lift the hip, slide an arm under. So pinky fingers, hands, wrists, forearms, as close as possible under your body, unless that creates pain, and then arms outside of your body. Hands underneath. Relax your left leg. Forget that you have one. Engage, lengthen, lift your right leg. Push your hip into your forearm. Reach your toes to the back of the room. So nice long straight right leg. And then a nice long straight right leg reaches up to the ceiling. Looking for that 45-degree angle, half of 90. Pick your right leg up. Release, lower down. Forget about your right leg, you don't have one. Engage, lengthen, lift your left leg. Again, hip into forearm. Left toes back. Push a button on the wall back behind you. And then lift that left leg up. Nice, long, straight, no bend in the left knee. 45-degree angle, lift it up. Release, lower your left leg down. Take your lips, bring them into your mat, into your top. So you're tucking your chin in, keeping your head in this neutral position. Don't look right, don't look left. If you need to adjust your hands, hands can walk closer together or closer to your knees. As you inhale, grip the mat. As you exhale, lift both legs. Glutes squeeze the legs together. Push down through your hands, push down through your shoulders, push down through your forearms, push down through your mouth. Lift the legs up. One more in. Release, lower the legs. Arms out from underneath you. Eye gaze to the left. Right here on the mat. Relax. Full locust is next. Bring your chin back to the center of your mat. Take your arms straight out from your shoulders like a capital letter T. Toes and heels touch. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. On an inhale, everything lifts. Chest, arms, legs. Like a little airplane taking off. Everything lifts away from the ground. One point of contact is just your hips. So toes and heels squeeze together. Lift your toes up in line with the crown of your head. Back of the hands. Lift up to the ceiling. Roll your shoulders away from your ears. Spread through the collarbones. Look up, lift up. Fly up, go up. One more inhale. Exhale, release, chin down. Eye gaze to the right, left ear on the mat. Relax. Bring your chin back to the center of your mat. For one last spine strengthening pose, Dhanurasana, floor bone. Bend your knees, reach back around the outside of your feet. Look for that shoelace area, so underneath your toes. All 5 fingers squeeze together, including your thumbs. Take your knees back within the frame of your body. Exhale all the air out of your lungs. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, kick back into your hands. Kick back into your hands, maybe roll forward, find the soft part of your abdomen, then kick again, kick into your hands. Then press your hands into your feet so that thighs and knees lift off the ground. Knees squeeze back in towards each other. Shoulder blades squeeze back in towards each other. Elbows squeeze towards each other. Destination teardrop shape. Maybe the eyes look up and look for the toes coming up over the crown of your head. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale, release. Lower down. Chin touches. Turn your eyes to the left. Right ear on the mat. Relax. Maybe hips wiggle from side to side, or knees bend and legs windshield wiper from side to side. If low back is feeling a little crunchy, mentally prepare yourself to do 3 shapes without a break. Although if you take a break, I won't know because I won't see you. Bring your chin back to the center of your mat. Take your hands under your shoulders. Push away from the mat for Supta Virasana, fixed firm. So push up to your knees, and then open the feet wide enough to sit your hips in between your heels. Maybe physically roll the calves out of the way. And as you sit down, if the sit bones both connect to the ground in between your feet, you can choose to stay right here. Knees stay in contact with the ground the whole time. Knees can open wide if they need to. If sit bones are between your heels and you want to move further, maybe hands to your feet, lower back, elbow, elbow, back of the head, shoulder, shoulder, maybe arms overhead, reach for your elbows, maybe the elbows push down, maybe the knees push down. You make this cute little human bridge with your body, rib cage, stomach, highest part of your body, rib cage splays open. Knees stay in contact with the ground, no matter where you are. Find a place where you can breathe comfortably here. And if you're all the way back, those hands come back to your feet, and you come up the exact opposite way you went down. So shoulders lift, head lifts, elbows lift, hands walk in front of your knees, take the pressure off of your knees, and then maybe do some donkey kicks, stretching the legs out. And as you're ready, knees come back to the mat, hips come down to your heels. For Ardha Karnasana, half tortoise. Take your arms overhead sideways, palms touch, just your thumbs. As you inhale, take a big reach and stretch up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Head and pinky fingers to the ground. Forehead, pinky fingers on the ground. Then when your pinky fingers hit the ground, push your pinkies into the ground. So your wrists and your forearms lift away from the ground. Arms are the only thing working. Everything else relaxes. Forehead touches the mat. Pinky fingers touch the mat. Maybe the tip of your nose touches the mat. If you want more, fishtail the fingers forward as you inhale. As you exhale, let your hips sink closer to your heels. Create a nice long length through the side body. To come out and squeeze your palms together, squeeze your knees together. Lift your hands with a long straight spine, lift yourself all the way up. Sit your hips down to your heels, let your arms come down by your side. Take a moment to your breath. And then we go to Ustrasana, family pose. So shift the weight forward, stand on your knees. Knees open to at least hip width distance, that's 2 fists between your knees. Hands come to your low back, fingers point down, like you're putting them in little pockets. Use your hands to press your hips forward. Lift your heart up, drop your head back. You're already in the shape, you don't have to do anything else. If dropping your head back induces anxiety, chin to your chest, heart goes up, back of the head back. If your head is dropped back, your eye gaze drops back and you want to go further, maybe one hand to one heel, maybe other hand to the other heel, and then push away from your feet so the heart lifts up and the hips continue to move forward. Push down to your feet, push down to your shins, shoulders, elbows squeeze in towards each other. Open up the front line of your body. Take one more big breath in. As you exhale, hands come to your low back if they left. Gently lift yourself all the way back up. Sit your hips back down towards your heels, and then turn around and lie down. Shavasana. All downhill from here. Another energizing sit up if you want it. Toes and heels touch, arms overhead, cross your thumbs. Flex your feet, engage your seat. Inhale, sit straight up. Exhale, bend and fold. And then turn around for Sasangasana, rabbit pose. So Sasangasana, we sit hips to heels. Maybe we take some sort of a towel, put it over our heels for a drier grip. Take your hands back, reach for your heels. Maybe you can't reach your heels right now, that's okay. Take a little bit of a lean back, tuck your chin into your chest, and then curl around down, bring your forehead to your knees. And maybe here's where you fix that grip. So fingers curl around the inside of your heels, thumbs outside, so your palms and wrists are parallel to each other. You can stay right here, or lift your hips away from your heels as you roll the weight forward, make a little capital letter D shape with your body. If your forehead comes away from your knees, walk your knees up to meet your forehead, not the other way around. And you're looking to lift up so high that you pull the weight out of your head and out of your neck. So not a lot of weight there. Push down with your feet, squeeze your heels back in towards each other. Pull your belly button in. Maybe lift your hips up a little bit higher. And then release. Sit your hips back down towards your heels. Uncurl, on top, on round. Your chin comes up last. And then just shift your feet off to one side. So feet kick to one side, and then feet come out in front of you. Take your right heel to the right corner of your mat. Swell your left foot into your right thigh. Both sit bones are rooted. As you inhale, arms go up, fingers interlace, palms open. Take a breath in and reach up. Exhale, twist to the right. Hook your fingers behind your big toes. Bring your chin to your chest, your forehead to your knee. Even if you have to bend your right knee. Chin to chest, forehead to knee. Forehead pressing into the knee is what eventually presses that right leg straighter and straighter. Wherever you are, roll your left shoulder down. So two shoulders come into one line. Keep your belly button pulled up and in, spine rounded up to the ceiling. Pull your right toes back towards your shin. Release, lift your body. Keep the arms, switch your legs. Left heel up, right heel in. Palms are open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist to the left. Chin to chest. Forehead to knee. Fingers wrap behind your left big toe. Bend that left knee if you need. The compression is more important than stretching your left leg. It's those compression points that create the stretch on your left leg. Wherever you are, roll your right shoulder down. Two shoulders in one line. Bend those elbows, hug them in around your calf. Keep your belly pulled up and in. Your spine rounded up to the ceiling. And then release, lift your body. Arms overhead. Right leg out to meet your left. If you want an energizing sit up, you just lie back and take one. So back touches. Inhale, sit up. Streptoblex, reach up on your toes. Take your peace sign fingers and your thumbs. Mind your big toes. Keep the fleshy part out from underneath of you. So maybe shift from side to side. Pull all 10 toes back toward your shin so your feet are flat like they could stand on the front mirror. And we're going to do a forward fold, but in this fold, think tailbone back, chin forward. So if you look forward, if you had a mirror in front of you, you can see your shoulders the whole time. And if you get to a place where your stomach touches your thighs as you fold forward, maybe you drop your eye gaze down, face comes in between your shins, and you can use those elbows to help pull your body more forward. Elbows can bend out towards the stomach. Think tailbone back, chin forward, spine nice and long, as you fold over your legs. Release, lift your body up. One more pose, Ardha Matsyendrasana, a spine twist. So from right here, we're just gonna pick up the right leg, step it over the left. You can stay right here with your left leg long, or bend your left leg, take that left heel, squeeze it in towards your right hip. The right leg's on top, so your right fingers go back behind you like a little kickstand. Left arm up, take a big breath in, reach up. Exhale, left elbow across. Use your left elbow, push your right knee out of the way. Maybe drop your left hand down, catch your right knee. Push your right knee down towards the ground. Wherever your right knee is, walk it in towards your body so you don't lean back into it. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale. As you exhale, maybe turn, twist, look back, over your right shoulder, bring out your spine. Release, bring your body back to center. Switch your legs, so the right leg goes on bottom, left leg goes on top. Maybe that right leg stays straight. Maybe you bend it again, right heel comes to the outside of your left hip. Left leg's on top, left fingers are your kickstand. As you inhale, right arm goes up. As you exhale, right elbow across. Right elbow pushes the left knee out of the way, right hand drops down. Left fingers walk in, so you're not leaning into your hands. As you inhale, you reach up, stretch up. As you exhale, turn, twist, look back. So twist until your body goes to where it can't go anymore. And then maybe your neck twists and goes a little further. And then maybe your eye gaze. Twist back even more. Release, bring your body back to center. Uncross your legs. We're going to find a comfortable seat to do couple body breathing, our final breathing exercise. So you could sit hips to heels. You could sit crisscross applesauce. It's just somewhere where you can sit up tall. Hands on your thighs, hands on your knees, spine nice and tall. So couple body breathing is all about your exhale. So every time you exhale, belly's gonna snap in, belly button to your spine. If you get confused, just channel a dog panting, that's the same thing. 1 time 3 will speed up part of the way through. So maybe lick your lips, lick your teeth, swallow a couple times. Take a big breath in. Join me when you're ready. Speed it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finish your last exhale and then turn around and lie down and take your final rest. And I encourage you to stay here for as long as you can, and I so wish I could reach right through your screen and give you a cool lavender towel, but sooner rather than later I will.